Welcome to Founder Talk Show. In this episode, we are featuring eStomi Technologies Pvt Ltd, an IT service, asset and operations management provider. The startup contributes to the business life cycle. Watch Major Sunil Shetty in conversation with Chetan Nagaonkar, Managing Director of eStomi Technologies Pvt Ltd.
Welcome to the show, Chetan.
Thank you, Sunil.
Chetan, let's start by understanding you as an entrepreneur. Who's Chetan? What is this your first venture? When did it all start?
Sure, thank you. So it started in 2011. Actually, I was heading the R&D division of ITSM at BMC India. And post that, I decided to start my organization. Initially, it was called as OPS, which was Obsessed Professional Services. But then soon I realized that no matter how obsessed you can be, at the end of the day, it does not matter in case if you are not contributing to the customer. That is when we rebranded. And this journey started in 2011. So we are a decade-old organization, and we have been into this space.
So eStorm, what is it into? And tell us something about the genesis of the name itself.
Sure. So eStomi Technologies, the meaning of eStomi is it has been derived from stomata, which is actually a part of flower where your photosynthesis starts, right? So if you actually look at it, that's where the life cycle starts. And as I just mentioned a few minutes ago, I wanted to be very clear to ensure that we are starting this organization to contribute to the life cycle, business life cycle of the customers. And we added E so that it does not appear as a pharmaceutical company, it appears as an IT company. So that's where eStomi comes from.
Lovely. As a science student, I can relate to stomata and the photosynthesis and everything else around it. And I think it's very beautifully you thought of it, how you do it. Tell me, what kind of services do you provide as a company?
Sunil, we are very explicitly into IT service management, IT asset management, and IT operations management. A lot of times people have actually approached us initially thinking that this is like just another startup saying that can you provide Java, can you provide .NET? And we have always refrained from doing so. So we are very explicitly into this. And this is a very niche and rare skill sets that are not very easily available within and outside India.
I also see that there is a service called ITSM. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it the right way. What is it? What is this service all about? How does that fit in with the startup?
Sure. So the ITSM, as it stands for IT Service Management, it is actually used for any organization which is into providing support and services, right? So typically, in case we need to provide a typical support and services, and if you need to follow the best practices, which are actually defined based on ITIL standards, right? So a few years ago, the standards were ISO 9000. Then we had CMM level 5. We had Six Sigma. Now ITIL is pretty hot in the market, and our applications are developed on the top of it.
As a company, you have provided services to over a dozen countries and probably over 15 plus global locations. Mm-hmm. Where are you currently as a company? Have you offices across the globe? Because what I see from our research is you have provided services to over 15 different locations across the globe.
So we are headquartered in Bangalore, and we also have opened an office in Tier 3 city, which is Nipani, to create a job opportunities over there. So we have quite a bit of people working over there and providing the development and implementation facilities and services to the Indian customers as well as global customers. Yeah. So we have two branches, one in Bangalore, the other one is in Nipani.
What I see is that you provide over a dozen plus different type of industries you cater to, whether it is automobile, travel, insurance, retail, pharmaceutical, and technology is one space where it's always fast growing. It is new technology gets added, something new comes up. How do you keep pace with the changing technology and catering to, especially when you're catering to a plethora of sectors?
That's a great question, Sunil. And thankfully, we are blessed to be into service and support space. As you may have actually realized, our solution touches the lives of basic support engineer as well as manager, and it actually caters to the CXOs as well. So we get to interact very closely with the entire segment of in the corporate ladder. Plus, we have also been fortunate that we got to implement our solution in various sectors like pharmaceutical, telecom, retail, and so on and so forth. So we work very closely to with the customers. Plus, we being very technical, we have always kept ourselves upgraded to the latest technologies. We use the latest technologies like AI, ML, right, chatbots, and so on and so forth within our solution.
One of the questions that keeps coming to us from startups is, are these services, the companies like yours that provide services, are they affordable by startups? Do you have anything which is customized for their need?
Yeah, and I think that's one of our differentiator, Sunil, right? So there are a few differentiating aspects that we have actually derived from. Since we have been implementing various ITSM solutions, we realize that a lot of ITSM solutions are very expensive, right? Especially the licenses are very expensive. What we have come up is, obviously we have different editions, which is the standard, professional, and enterprise edition. And most importantly, unlike other applications which can usually be only configured, our applications can be configured and customized and can be made as a ready-made tailor solution, right? So we provide a tailor-made solution because every business is unique. Every business requirements are going to be unique. And that's where we offer it as a differentiating factor, unlike most of the common ITSM applications.
As an MSME, what it means to be part of NASDAQ event, how has it helped you?
I think MSME in India, this segment is growing. What I see over here, this is a great opportunity for organizations that are within MSME, and unlike larger organizations where we are pretty quick and nimble to move, right? I think this I see as a great opportunity for all the MSME segments to come together and help each other as fellow organizations and fellow entrepreneurs, which will actually help us to be very innovative and creative and offer the services and products at a very affordable prices.
And being part of NASDAQ, NASCOM event, how has that helped you?
Oh, NASCOM obviously has been very helpful throughout our journey. NASCOM keeps on organizing these events like NASDAQ. Through NASDAQ, we get to interact with other set of people, a different set of organizations and clients, where we get to understand the requirements in a differently, which helps us to input that back into a roadmap of a product development.
And finally, MyServe TV is a channel for entrepreneurs like you. What is your take on MyServe TV?
Yeah, I think this MyServe TV is a great initiative, and it is definitely going to create a wave within MSME and in our segment. One, I think, since you're going to offer an affordable set of services, organizations can actually rely on your offerings and servicings. And I'm sure that we definitely look forward to work with you and get your services in future as well.
Thank you, Chetan. Thank you for joining in, and we look forward to hosting you on some of our panel talks.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure being syncing up with you, Sunil. Thank you so much.